G'day everyone, we need to talk about hives. More specifically, what to do when you encounter one. The Marines have got a whole bunch of different weapons available to them in Natural Selection 2, and in this video we're going to do nothing else than show you what happens when you combine a couple of them with a jetpack. We're going to talk about the strengths and weaknesses, drawbacks and benefits of using each one in combination with a jetpack, and we're going to start off with the shotgun, which is a high damage, low rate of fire, high damage, fall off weapon that does high damage. This is the shotgun. Now when you come into a hive room like this, as I'm doing in cave right now, go straight for the upgrade structures. This is the most vulnerable point in a hive room, and in this case, that spur is giving these aliens the ability celerity, which is giving them more speed. Get up close and personal with things with the shotgun. If you stand off at a range, you won't be able to kill anything. Note the way I'm flying around, staying off the ground, and timing the shots. A lot of new players will dive in with the shotgun and hold the left mouse button down, missing the vast majority of their shots. Now, I'm not a great player, but you can see that I am attempting to time some of these shots and not just hold that mouse button down. Also go for the eggs. You've got to balance killing eggs with killing players to reduce the number of aliens that you've got to fight. Now we're going to talk about the grenade launcher. Grenade launcher is pretty self-explanatory, but there's a few complications to its use, which you'll see right now as I attack this very same hive. Those of you that were paying a lot of attention in the previous skit with the shotgun will have noticed some whips being built. Now, note as I fire this grenade launcher, these grenades are actually going off behind me. That's because the whips are whipping the grenade shells back from the hive. It's a very effective defensive tactic, and you can see that I'm just not able to do a lot of damage with this thing. Now, if my teammates were able to kill those whips, or if I was to grab a med pack and then head around the back of the hive, which I may try to do right now, I might be able to do some extremely high splash damage. The grenade launcher is incredibly effective against large groups of structures like this one, but when the whips are there, it can become very difficult. So this weapon not so appropriate for this particular attack scenario, and I'm going to switch to a different one, which is my personal favorite, the flamethrower. Before I do that, check out the way using the welder there to heal my teammates. It's often overlooked that in Natural Selection 2 there is a kind of healing, a medic role for a Marine, and that is to grab a welder from the armory and heal your Marine's armor, your fellow Marine's armor. But in other news, just got 4 kills with that flamethrower. This is a highly effective weapon for dealing with skulks in large groups, because you could just generally aim it in the direction of the alien scum and they'll all burn to death. It does more damage if you hold the flames on the life form, but you can just set things on fire and then back off, as I'm doing with those structures. Note that the grenade launcher was unable to penetrate those defenses, but the flamethrower, I could simply go in there, set things on fire, and back out and do a few thousand points of damage. Now, we're getting beaconed right now. This is cool. We're being beaconed so we can all go back through together and attack together. So I'm going to stick with this flamethrower, bring you some more flamethrower action, because I love the flamethrower so much. I don't want to give it up just yet before we move on to our final weapon of the day. So moving back down the tunnels, using the jetpack with all these weapons, because it's just, why not? Why not have some fun and attack a hive with multiple different weapons with a jetpack? So using the welder a bit, but coming in here, and some good advice from my teammates coming through the voice chat saying don't get too close, but I want to get close because I've got a flamethrower, and here I go, going in nice and close, setting everything I can on fire, doing a lot of damage there, but unfortunately an excellent kill there from a player named Daedalus. Now the final weapon in the repertoire today will be the rifle. So not touching on all the Marine weaponry, but the rifle is it's the weapon that gets most overlooked on the Marine side. Players expect that because it's the weapon you start with, it's non-effective at the end of the game. It could not be further from the truth. Right now, we've got level 3 weapons in this assault, and that makes this rifle extremely deadly. And as you'll see, it's actually incredibly effective for doing large amounts of damage per second to a long-range, well-defended target like this hive. So it might be ironic, but using your starting weapon at the end of the game can sometimes be the most effective option. We hope you've enjoyed this little weapons look here on the Unknown Worlds YouTube channel. Stick around, subscribe for more. It's been a pleasure. See you all soon.